Here with Fazio's Frets and Friends, and I'm here today to talk about the new Rivera's Venus 3, but in the 112 combo. This is my personal amp. I've had this for about a little over 4 months now, and I've been doing the due diligence of gigging it pretty hard every weekend just to kind of see what all this amp can do. And I've been using a Rivera Sedona 55 watt amp, an EL34 with a 112. For over 10 years, and it's been my amplifier for that long. I really haven't delved into other things because it's just been such a perfect workhorse, but I've been playing in a duo for about 2 years, and that 55 watts is just a little too much for some of the things that we do. Even though we do operate as a full band on occasion with drums and bass, it's still a little bit much for some of the smaller places. So I started talking to Paul Jr. about the capabilities of what a Venus 3, that little 15 watt 6V6 amp, would really accomplish for me. And honestly, in my own mind, I really didn't believe that a 15 watt amp could do what I needed it to do and still give me clean headroom, because I don't play distorted a lot. I play a lot of clean stuff, and I play a lot of that broken up right on kind of on the edge of dirty stuff. And being used to a higher wattage amp, I really wasn't sure that I was going to be able to find a small watt amp that would, or a low watt amp that would really do what I needed it to do and serve my purposes. So I've been very, very pleased with this amp, and I have to say that it has become one of my favorite things because it is such a versatile amplifier. Kind of heard the distortion channel, or the distortion sound on this amp. Now, this is a single channel amp, so 6V6. It has a vintage switch in the back, so you can drop the power down to about 7 watts. So if you want to play even a smaller place, get a little faster breakup, you can do that. I keep it on the modern tone most of the time, simply because the 15 watts really gives me nice headroom, exactly what I'm looking for. The clean sound is really pretty incredible. Basically, you have a volume. You have a master, you have a 3-band EQ with a notch on the mids, you have a spring reverb, and then you have a presence control. You have a boost, which is what we just had. I had that boost pulled out. Now I've just brought my master up just a little bit. We'll see how we are volume-wise, make sure we're not too loud, but give you an idea how the clean side of this amp sounds. As far as guitars, for a little over 4 years now, probably, I've been playing a Gerard Melanson Cajun Gentleman, which is basically a Tele-style guitar, swamp ash back, maple neck with a rosewood board, has a Bigsby, uses the TV Jones Filtertron pickups. Now, this is not my personal guitar. This one has a figured redwood top on it, which is just drop dead gorgeous. Mine has a maple cap. The redwood is a little bit rounder than the maple, which I find really super pleasing. The neat part about the redwood is it warms it up just a little bit on the treble, but it still gives you a nice clean bottom end too. It doesn't muddy up. But let's give you a little idea of what it sounds like clean. So that's on the neck pickup. So you can see really sweet, clean stuff, even up high. Real pretty bell-like tones. The middle position on this particular guitar, you've got both these pickups on at the same time. Really kind of a cool sound. But where I love this pickup and this amp combination is getting into the bridge. I can really get that nice bite out of it without it being real sharp sounding. and you get a fullness out of the amp, plenty of headroom for just about anybody, especially if you're micing your cab. You really don't need to be running this humongous, huge, big amp unless you have major stage volume. I mean, I won't give up my Sedonas at all. I'll use those whenever we're playing somewhere where we're going to have a lot more stage volume, and I kind of need that headroom just from a standpoint of being right at my, at my feet. But for everything that I've done here in probably the last 2 years, I could have gotten by for all this time with a 15-watt amp and saved my back at the same time. So I'm not getting any younger, so having a lighter piece of gear to haul around is pretty pleasing to me. So if you're in the area, swing by Fazio's Frets and Friends and let us run you through one of these new 112 combos. And if we don't have one in stock, let me know, and I'll be happy to, let me know you're coming in. I'll be happy to bring mine in and give you an idea of what it sounds like. And if you're not, check us out on the web at faziosmusic.com.